Hi, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Janice, and today we're continuing in our three-part series all about the different phases of a typical home project. In today's video, episode 3, which is our final video in this series, I'll share about the typical procurement and completion phases of the project, as well as dive into what to prepare and what to expect. I'll also share my helpful tips to making sure that your project goes to plan and as smoothly as possible. So let's get started. Procurement. This is the pre-construction phase of the project. In this phase, you're going to be preparing for construction day. That means you're ordering all of your materials, anything that the contractor isn't ordering, which is usually the pretty stuff in the project. So think light fixtures, shower fixtures, tile, hardware, anything like that. It's usually fixtures, finishes, and appliances, so FF and A. If you're managing the project, you'll want to make sure you get with your contractor to, get clear on what are the items that they're going to be ordering versus what you will be in charge of ordering. So you have clarity on that, because it does vary from contractor to contractor. If you're working with an interior designer, then they should be the ones ordering and coordinating all of the logistics of those. But this is also the phase in the project where your plans are being submitted to the city and reviewed. So that does give you some time, a few weeks to a few months to prepare ordering and scheduling deliveries and all of that. So I did put together a list of helpful tips for this phase alone. So number 1 is organization. You want to make sure that you're organized in this project. So you might need to create a cheat sheet. This will really help you stay organized and have a place where everything is streamlined, what's been ordered, delivered, pending, and you can check them off as they come. Number 2 is, once you receive your items, you want to make sure to open up all of the boxes. Make sure that there's no damages, make sure the pieces are correct, the color is correct, the finish is correct. If there's any missing parts, you want to take care of that ahead of time. And then number 3 is considering the delivery costs. So if you're ordering tile or, casings like baseboards or crown molding, all of these items are heavy and they're big. So delivery costs usually are pretty pricey. But you'll want to call each of these companies wherever you are purchasing your items to get familiar with their delivery fees. Or maybe, talking to your contractor to see if there's any option of them picking up the materials. It just depends from contractor to contractor. And then lastly, I have hold a pre-construction meeting. So this is a great one. Before your project starts, you want to make sure that you have another meeting closer to the start date so that you can refresh people's minds on what is your design, what are the details you want them to focus on, what is important to you, so that there's no assumptions and there's no room for mistakes. You might need to print out your design, or even if it's a hand sketch, write notes that are important to follow, and you can tape those out throughout the property or throughout the project site. And lastly, I would recommend being on site as frequently as possible during construction. So, during painting, tiling, flooring, get with your contractor and see if you can get a list of these dates up front to be prepared for or to plan ahead of time. And last but not least, we have completion. So this is the final stage in your home project. It's the moment where all of your hard work and planning and design come to life and come to fruition. So it's a glorious moment. But this is a time where everyone is done with your project and you're finally able to move back into your space. I do have 2 tips for this phase, and one would be hiring a cleaning company to come in and just do a deep cleaning of your home before you bring in any personal items or furniture. And 2 would be putting together a punch list. So go through your home and take note of any items or locations that need a little bit more touch up, and communicate that to your contractor so that they can come back and take care of those items for you. If you're working with an interior designer, they would be managing the punch list items and coordinating with your contractor. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you found this video helpful. This is our final episode in our 3-part series on the different phases of a home project. But let me know in the comments if you have any questions or if you need clarification. Reach out. I would love to hear from you and be helpful in any way. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.